Okay, so picture this. You're standing in the Egyptian desert at Saqqara,
Mm.
and everyone's looking at the famous step pyramid of Djoser. I mean, it just dominates the whole skyline.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world.
Right, but if you just, turn your head a little bit, a few hundred meters to the west, there's this other thing, a massive rectangular structure,
And when you say massive, you really mean it. It's about 650 by 350 meters.
which is what, in practical terms?
You could fit several modern football stadiums inside it. It's huge.
It's huge, but here's the thing we're digging into today. This enormous wall, it surrounds, well, absolutely nothing.
It's a giant empty box. They call it Geyser El Mudir, or the Great Enclosure.
And it's one of the oldest stone structures in Egypt, isn't it?
That's right. And so the big question, the one that puzzled archaeologists for years, is why? Why go to all that trouble to build this massive perimeter around empty space?
Before we get to the why, let's talk about the construction itself. Because looking at the surveys, this was no simple fence.
Oh, not at all. You're talking about double outer walls made of roughly cut limestone.
Double walls.
Yeah, and they're spaced about 15 meters apart. And that gap, it wasn't hollow. It was packed solid with crushed stone, gravel, sand, you name it.
So it's basically a fortification. And how high would it have been?
Based on what's left, we think the original height was probably around 10 meters.
That's taller than a 3-story building. But, okay, normally when you build a wall that big, you're protecting something inside. A pyramid, a mastaba, something.
And that's the anomaly here. The walls look like they were completely finished.
Wait, hold on. How do we know that? Couldn't the central building have just been, I don't know, looted down to nothing? Or maybe they ran out of money?
It's a good thought, but the logistics just don't work. Think about it. If you're going to build a pyramid inside, you'd have to build it first. You can't really haul massive stone blocks through a finished 10-meter-high wall. So whatever was planned, the wall itself was the main event.
So it's a vault with nothing in it? That seems like such an incredible amount of work for nothing.
It does.
You don't build a complex system like that unless there's a reason. And, speaking of building complex systems and paying the bills, this is probably a good time to mention our sponsor.
Ember Silk. If you're out there trying to build your own complex infrastructure, we're talking AI training, automation, software development, you should really check out embersilk.com.
Yeah, if you're looking to see where AI agents could really make an impact for your business, they can help you figure that out. So go to embersilk.com.
Okay, so back to our empty box.
Right. The name Geyser El Mudir, I think it means Bridge of the Chief.
It does, but that's actually a fun little misnomer. The name is modern. The site wasn't really excavated until 1947 by a man named Abdel Salam Hussein.
Okay.
And his nickname among the local workers was El Mudir, which just means the chief.
I love that. So he digs it up and they name it after him. But we didn't really understand what he'd found until much later with all the high-tech surveys in the 90s.
Exactly. The National Museum of Scotland came in and used things like magnetometry to peer beneath the sand. And that's where we get the aha moment.
The date.
The date. For the longest time, everyone just assumed it was some unfinished project from the Third Dynasty. But the team found pottery shards in the wall filling.
Wait, so they dated the whole thing from the trash they used to build the walls?
Essentially, yes. And that pottery dated back to the late Second or early Third Dynasty. This points to a specific builder, likely the pharaoh Khafre.
And why is that so important?
Because it places this structure in a perfect spot in history. This empty box is actually the missing link in Egyptian architecture.
The missing link between what and what?
Between building with mud brick and building with stone. The earlier royal enclosures at a site called Abydos, they were all made of mud brick. Geyser El Mudir seems to be the first time Egyptian engineers said, wait a minute, we can do all of this with stone.
So it wasn't a failure.
Not at all. It was the prototype. It even has features like a specific paneled entrance style that you see show up later in Djoser's famous step pyramid complex right next door.
That's a much more inspiring way to look at it. It wasn't nothing. It was the laboratory. It's where they figured out how to build for eternity.
Exactly. It's a testament to human trial and error, to the evolution of engineering. It had to be built so that the Great Pyramids could follow.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What are we building today that might look like a failure or just an empty box?
Yeah.
But it's actually the prototype for something our grandkids will see as a wonder of the world.
Something to think about.
Definitely something to chew on. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to Intellectually Curious. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.